So you weren't gonna cook because you cannot cook?
I can cook, but it's like, yo, that cooking is a labor of love, truly.
Right.
And it's not that I didn't want to cook. I just didn't think I was the best person to cook.
Makes sense.
So I wanted to make sure that it came from somebody who like really had a lot more experience of doing that, right?
I would do that too, so I get it.
Yeah. So, but what ended up happening is the night before Thanksgiving, like I had like all the food. I'm at my homeboy's crib and I'm waiting for the person who I got to cook to come over. And bro, the way my anxiety set up is like I like things like a particular way, especially like when I'm planning and organizing it. And I was like reaching out to this person and they never got back to me. So I'm texting like, hey, what you doing? Like, yo, we got the food. Are you still coming up? Da, 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 da. And it got to maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock and I didn't hear nothing. And the way that my brain works is like, I can't rely on you to come and do all of this because we're pushing it. So now let me take control and let me figure it out. So I'm at my homeboy's crib, calling my mom. He's calling his mom. We in there whipping it up. Shouts to Zamad, man, in the dungeon. Yo, we're cooking. Like, I'm like trying to cook. I don't have everything. I'm like, yo, can somebody give me a ride to get da-da-da, whatever. And made it happen. Next day, had all the food, had all the spread. And I was like, oh man, I feel good. This is a beautiful thing. I'm happy I was able to feed. I think that year we had like 27, 28 people.
The first time you did it?
Yeah.
Golly.
So being able just to cook for all those people was like cool. And then the next year, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go home. It's cool. But then I had a lot of people reach out and like, hey, like I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving this year. Are you cooking again? Like I would love to come because I don't have anywhere to go. And I think that's for me was like, I got to keep this going. Yeah. So from that year, I did 4 years straight of just like cooking. And after the first year, I was like, I'll cook it myself. Like it's all good.
Okay. Because you did cook some, and I mean, I just remember a lot of hands being on it, and I remember thinking, I'm not a student here, so I felt like an outsider, but at the same time, I felt very involved, like I was a part of the community as well, which I thought was really cool. Because if I'm feeling like that, and I'm not a student here, I'm very sure that the students here feel very involved and feel, like the love and the labor of love that's put behind the food that was made for them.
Yeah, that's 2 days in the kitchen cooking, and it's to be honest with you, like. It's not even like a bad thing for me. Like it was an honor every year being able to do that and to serve my community and serve people because again, I know what it feels like to not feel seen, right? I know what it feels like to not belong or to feel alone. And holidays are one of those days where like that magnifies 10 times because you see everybody else with somebody or their family or people. Yeah. So if I'm able to create that space for someone who might not have anywhere to go or somebody who you might be working that day and you don't have a plate and I could just bring you a plate. Like, to me, that's what really mattered. It's like giving people just a taste of love, a taste of community, a taste of somebody caring about you. That's what's important to me.
Okay. So one way, like earlier I said, like how you can be very consistent. So I was thinking that in a lot of the work that I've seen you do, I kind of feel how you try to make people feel at home or feel love. Because I know you talk about, love, relationships, and relationships with yourself. When I was there, it felt like a home away from home, as I said, and I'm not even a student here. But that's something that I wanted to do as far as making home away from home feel like home. And I know that's something that you wanted to do. So do you feel like you did a great job of accomplishing that while you were here? Because I know that's something that it seemed like you set out to do.
I think I did a great job. I think I did a really, really great job. And I think that's why one of the reasons why people really gravitate to me and the things that I do and are very loving towards me is because of the ways in which I love other people. Yeah. I definitely think from a more critical side of myself, there's always so much more I could have done. And there's so much more that I wanted to do. But I think from what I've done, what I've accomplished, the lives I've impacted, like I would be lying to myself if I didn't recognize, like I did a lot from my undergrad all the way through to now. And it's funny because it's like one of my homeboys called me the other day and he graduated when I graduated and he was just hooping randomly somewhere in Atlanta and he was talking to this guy and he was like, oh yeah, he went to the University of Kentucky, such and such. And my homeboy was like, yo, do you know Nigel? Dude was like, Unc? Yeah, like, of course I know Unc. Like, yo, who doesn't know Unc? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think, like, moments like that help me answer that question of, like, what I've been able to do and the impact I'm able to have. Because, like, there's not that many people who knows somebody from, I got into college 2012. From 2012 all the way to now, I think we're on class 26 or 27. Like I know somebody in that class from since then. You know what I mean? And I feel like that being able to help people in there. Yeah,
so you basically
crazy.
saying how you know people from the class that you came in with all the way up through those classes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and you got to factor in too. Like I came in 2012, but there were I think seniors who came in at what's that? 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I've known classes from 09 all the way to,
dang, that's like a 13-year span worth of classes of people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
I really love to think about that in that way because, again, I've seen that you have wanted to make home where you are, basically. And I've seen you talk about how, you know, happiness kind of is where you are and not really anywhere else. You have to start with yourself. So what about yourself has made you want to kind of do these kinds of things for other people? Because I know that you haven't always really felt that kind of love from others. So what has made it easier for you to be able to spread that to others?
I think you hit it right there. Just like the pain that I've experienced growing up. I think being an only child, being somebody who I was at one point the youngest of my family. So I'm always was looking for validation, or I was looking for confirmation of like, it's okay to show up as who you are. And I think because I was always trying to please other people's image or like what they wanted from me or their own expectations, but always falling short, it put me in like a really, really dark place of just not knowing who I am and not feeling comfortable showing up as myself and feeling very lonely and feeling abandoned by a lot of different people. And I think because I know that pain and I know how much that pain impacted me in the time span that I felt it, I always wanted to make it a mission that whoever I came across, like it doesn't matter if it's the University of Kentucky, at Black Tech Week, if it's at CultureCon, if it's at a random Kroger, like whoever I talk to, you know what I mean? That you feel as if I'm a safe space for you, that you feel seen, that you feel heard, that you feel like you belong, that you feel like somebody cares about you. Because I know what it was like to put on a mask and walk around the world and be like, yeah, everything's okay. But secretly, like, it wasn't for me. So I think because I know that depth, it makes me really want to go hard for other people to allow them to feel seen.
Okay, so do you feel like, because it sounds like you're healing yourself by helping others heal. That sound correct?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I've also dealt with something like that. Whenever, like when I hear about your experiences, I think about how mine can mirror in a way. Now, there have been people that have always really poured into me and have always believed in me, but then there have still been times where even I didn't believe in myself. And I think that's always a very interesting position to be in because plenty of people believe in me. I don't think that anyone wants me to do things for them. They want me to do what I need to do for me to be happy. But even still, I can't always find the words or the ideas to maybe do that. So I know that, but I always have felt like whenever I'm doing things for other people, I do feel better. And it always inspires something in me to be like, maybe this is how I can serve people in this way. Or, you know, this is how I can continue to serve myself by doing this. Because again, like speaking to people, sometimes I feel like when I talk to others and I let them share, I almost feel like I might be healing myself in a way because maybe we have similar stories or we share the same, but you're saying the words that I couldn't say. So I can always think about how this helps me to heal, but it also helps others heal.